I give me a check and I fuck it up. Yeah. Give me a check and I fuck it up. Yeah. Give me a check and I fuck it up. Give me a check.
Yo, it's your, oh, Jennifer back with another reaction video. Man spends 100,000 to become tall. Nigga spent 100,000 to become taller. Like, comment when I show the video. Would y'all pay this much to become taller? If you a nigga in 5 foot, maybe. But if you anything above 5 foot, bruh, you just gotta deal with it, bruh. You know what I mean? For you should just deal with cards you was dealt with in the first place. That's what makes you you. You know what I mean? For one, I'm not spending 100 grand to become taller, nigga. How the fuck do you even, like, let's just get to it, bro. How the fuck you even, I don't know.
I'm Denzel Siggers, I'm 27 years old, and I spent
And what did nigga, how much taller did you get anyway? And what did they do to make you taller?
$1,000 on limb lengthening surgery.
First day, you're impressing me.
No, I'm not. You impressing me. I'm 6 foot.
Well, guys, it's time.
Nigga became 6 foot and think he the shit. You cheated, nigga.
Time for a throwback. Back in my early days of YouTube, there used to be a channel that I would back. I'm talking about? It's a channel called Truly. It's a channel basically dedicated to the unordinary or the unorthodox, just stuff you don't hear about every day. At one point on my channel, there was like a 3-month span where I was really talking a lot about dog girls and cat girls, you know, the glory days, and most of those videos came from Truly. And every now and then I pop on over to the Truly channel to see if they have released anything video worthy. And the other day I found something that really reminded me of my early days. Anything video worthy.
Damn. How tall was he before?
And the other day I found something that really reminded me of my early days here on YouTube, so I figured for old time's sake we would cover it. I broke my legs to grow from 5'5" to 6 foot.
Nigga got 5 inches, bruh. Damn. I should have did this shit when I was younger. I think I would have made it to the NBA. Yeah. Wait, no. That shit would fuck some shit up because your bone's still growing. Damn. Like, I would be like 6'1", 6'2". Like, I would have made it to the league. Fuck is you talking about?
Now, if you've never heard of this stuff, it's something called limb lengthening surgery, where they do exactly what the name implies. They make your legs longer to make you taller. It's ridiculously expensive. I think this guy said he paid over $100,000
wobbling like a penguin and shit
to get this done. And it also essentially ruins your body for pretty much the rest of your life. Most of the procedures aren't successful, and even if they are, you'll basically never be able to walk properly or run or jump.
What's the fucking point? Nigga, never mind. I ain't going to the league
Safely ever again. But this guy did it, and I figured we'd take a look at it because there's some questionable stuff in this video. Plus, I've never actually heard a first-hand account about getting this procedure done, so I figured that would be interesting too. So let's not waste any more time.
Is that him? Is that another guy?
I'm Denzel Siggers, I'm 27 years old, and I spent $100,000 on limb lengthening surgery. So the surgery day, they put me under anesthesia so I was asleep. They break your bones surgically, they cut them, and they attach devices that extend the bones over time. When I first woke up, I just asked myself 1,000,001 questions. I was like, why did I do this surgery? I regretted it. I shouldn't have done it. I'm in so much pain. I've never felt this kind of pain before, and is it really worth it?
So no, that is the one constant I've heard about this stuff, that it is basically the most painful cosmetic surgery you can possibly go through. And I mean, that doesn't really surprise me either. Breaking your leg is not exactly a pleasant thing.
Oh my God, I can't even imagine,
have the healing process delayed by months as you stretch your legs further and have to stretch your nerves, muscles, blood vessels, all that stuff.
Is that what this is? It's like, so you're stretching it every time or whatever? Every, what, couple months or something? It's like braces. where they tighten that shit every whatever time you go.
Stuff. Yeah, I can't imagine this is super duper fun.
And I thought something was wrong because I didn't think it was normal to feel this amount of pain. There's a metal rod in my leg, and then there was an external fixator that attaches to the metal rod going through your leg. So you have both an internal device and an external device. It was very...
So if you want to get shorter again, do you just crank that motherfucker down real quick? Like, hey nigga, I want to go back to 5 feet. Like, that's how that motherfucker worked, like that?
Pretty shocking. It felt unreal to see it attach myself because I had never seen anything like this before. I was actually in a relationship prior to the surgery. Once I told her
what the fuck she say?
To go get surgery to get taller to boost my confidence, she was completely against it. And inevitably we end up ending the relationship, even though she was someone that made a lot of jokes about my height herself.
Alright, so I'm fully aware that this might sound kind of cruel, but I sort of understand where she was coming from. If I was in a relationship and the person told me, hey, I'm gonna go through a purely cosmetic surgery that will drastically change the way I live forever, and it will limit the things we are able to do for years, if not just permanently, I think I would have some second thoughts myself as well.
So she hasn't seen me, but she's just seen like my social media, and she's been trying to call. She's been trying to make her way back, but that's somewhere I don't want to go back to. Today I'm actually going on a date for the first time since I've had my surgery, so it'll be my first date at 6 foot. I'm very excited. It's an opportunity to get out there and really fill out this new version of me, like see.
Nigga, you are wobbling like a penguin around. That is not. I don't think that would be attractive to a woman. Especially if you tell them you got leg surgery, that makes it even worse. It's different if you got a disorder or something. You know what I mean? But like you
see how he interacts with the world, see how he interacts on a date. In the
nigga standing up.
World
nigga, you better be using your legs at all times. Don't even sit down, nigga.
Live in.
You got that shit on.
Judge a book by its cover, but obviously people are judged off their appearance first. But I do feel like once I get back into dating, my personality will be what carries me in a relationship.
Okay, so I'm kind of torn here because on one hand, you can't play stupid and act like short men aren't made fun of in society. Like that is just something you really can't deny. It's a societal double standard. It's one of the few things that it's just perfectly okay to make fun of a person for these days, which is obviously not okay, and nobody should be doing that. So I'm not gonna sit here and say that this guy was never treated differently for not being tall, because that would just be playing dumb. But at the same time, the way this guy talks about his old self, if you will, it seems like his height was always at the forefront of his mind, and that probably caused him to sort of self-sabotage. If you always think that somebody is judging you for this thing or is silently thinking this, you're kind of setting yourself up for failure. Again, I'm not gonna sit here and say that nobody ever gave him a hard time for his height, but if I had to guess, I would assume that it was less people than he actually thought.
Tell me about yourself. What's your social?
My social?
Yeah.
My social media?
No, your social security.
My social...
Nigga said social security.
You a scammer?
I didn't say that.
Or you just
I was just
funny?
trying to get to know you.
Oh.
So.
My god, this is awkward. Not exactly a good
Who the fuck is recording this?
opener. I don't really think there's a single scenario where what he said is a good way to start off a date. I'm assuming he was asking for her social media, but I feel like that's a weird thing to say to break the ice. Also, are we meant to ignore the fact that they are being recorded right now?
That's what I
show up to a first
That's what I said. Like, who the fuck is
date
recording
with this premise?
What you was trying to do with my social? Oh, you trying to put a ring on it that fast? I didn't know you was that type of guy. I like that. I have to say my last relationship was 2 years ago. I got high standards and a lot of requirements.
I think you found it.
You better say something.
Really? I thought we were on the first date. You're impressing me.
No, I'm not. You impressing me. I'm 6 foot.
No, there's no shot he actually said that, right? That was something they asked him to say for like promo material? Surely. I'm gonna give this guy the benefit of the doubt and say that this was not a real thing he actually said. Didn't actually come from his brain, but
I hope not.
if it did, I think this kind of proves my whole point about what I was saying when it comes to self-sabotage. If you're this caught up on height that once you're 6 foot, you think the person that you're on a date with now has some sort of obligation to impress you, I feel like your physical appearance was probably not your problem.
The world is a much different place now that I'm taller. People smile at me everywhere I go. I've never had this kind of like reaction from people before, and I really enjoy it.
Again, going back to the
Nigga, they probably looking at you because you wobbling everywhere and shit. are wondering what's going on. And then they look at you and you look at them and then they smile. That's what's going on. And they go walking like this everywhere. It's gonna catch someone's eye. You know what I mean? Cause they just people are nosy. Like, why is he walking like that? And then you look at them, they look at you. In it.
This whole caught up on his height thing, I have to imagine that a lot of this was kind of in this guy's head. I mean, this idea that people wouldn't smile at you because they were disgusted by your height or something. If you're truly thinking that kind of stuff day in, day out, then I don't think a physical change is really going to help you that much. Maybe temporarily, but you're just going to find something else you don't like and then start having similar thoughts about that.
Recovery takes about 6 months to a year. I'm much further ahead at my current stage than most people would be. It's only been about 2.5 months since I completed surgery. I can pretty much do everything that I need to do for the most part on a normal day-to-day basis, so I'm very pleased with where I'm at. The surgery has significantly boosted my self-esteem, mainly because everything I had to go through to get the height, so I appreciate it more. But just being home and seeing how the world reacts to me at 6 foot rather than 5'5" has been like a very amazing experience for me.
I mean, look, if this guy is truly happier after this surgery, then I guess there's not a whole lot I can really say that would matter to him. My only hope is that he was fully informed on what could happen here. I've been doing some research as I make this video, and apparently only 40% of these surgeries are successful long-term. A lot of the time, follow-up surgeries are required, and a very large percentage of the people who get this surgery end up wheelchair-bound for life. It also shortens your lifespan, and the complications you have once you get into your senior years are pretty severe. I just feel like this is not worth it to be a little bit tall.
Yeah, you're dumb. You're dumb. Bro, stupid.
I've always been like an outgoing person, but now I can just be myself without caring.
I was thinking here for the now, not thinking for the then.
Think or what people have to say. I'm me all the time now, rather than hiding behind like insecurities.
Okay, so I really don't mean to just be ragging on this guy the entire video, but I cannot buy this for a second. If what you thought people thought about you drove you to get a life-altering, potentially life-ending $100,000 cosmetic surgery, I have a really hard time believing that now you just don't care what anybody thinks. Those two don't really seem to align.
My boy.
What's up, man?
Who this nigga? This the nigga that got this too? And he ended up...
Oh, it's good to see you, man.
How did you meet Brian?
We was getting the same surgery in Turkey together. We met in the physiotherapy.
Brian, how tall were you before the surgery?
I was 183, so just basically 6 foot.
And how tall are you
Bro, what the hell?
now?
It's gonna be over 6'6" right now.
What is wrong with you? Oh my god. Bro, this world is dumb. Not like the people in it. Jesus Christ, bro. Niggas, what the fuck? This nigga, like, nigga, you were 6'6". I mean, 6 foot. You're cool. People dream to be that height. For you're not too tall. You like, bro. What the fuck you want to be 6'6" for? It's not like you can go play basketball, because apparently you can't run or do anything when you have this surgery. So what did you want to be 6'6" for?
Nice.
What? You spent $100,000 because 6 foot wasn't enough for you, man?
Right.
Being 6'6" just sounds like an inconvenience. Not only is this guy yoked out of his mind and now he's gonna be 6'6", this man's gonna be a walking cargo container. This just seems impractical. Normally, if you're 6'6", you'd wind up on a D-line somewhere, but since these guys' tibulas would now be shattered by a light breeze, I'm not sure that's really an option anymore. Look, you wanna go from 5'5" to 6 foot? Totally get it. That makes sense. 6 foot to 6'6"? You spent $100,000 to never fit on a plane or an elevator anymore. I don't get it.
So initially when I first did the surgery and I started posting it, it was a lot of like negativity, a lot of hate. People called me crazy, people called me insane. They said,
yeah, you're
I
stupid.
never walk again.
You're stupid.
But as it grew and people saw me continue to post my progress, a lot of the comments began to change. It actually started to garner a lot of attention from women telling me like how strong I am and how manly it was to go through something that like endured so much pain.
Okay.
You're stupid. I'ma say it. Shit was stupid, nigga. Shit was stupid. The shit was stupid.
Final time I'll say anything on it, mainly because the video is about to end, but I feel like this guy's true demeanor is really coming through a lot in this video. It seems like a lot of his self-worth, a lot of his confidence is directly tied to how much attention he gets from women. This seems like a really unhealthy reason to do all of this to yourself.
That's what it seemed like. I think that's where it sparked from. Women talking about his height. That's where it sparked from. Yeah. For real. Men do things because of women. Believe it or not. We do everything because of women. Why? Why do we buy a whole bunch of nice look nice when we go out? Because of women. Not because of men. Unless you gay. But yeah. But because of women. We're not getting dressed up for niggas. Why do we make sure we buy jewelry, I guess, whatever. We don't put that shit on because of men. But we do all this shit because of women, for real. So the reason why this nigga got the surgery is because woman.
But hey, look, it's not my life.
I want to know if he can walk regular now.
To make
or his nigga still wobbling like a penguin.
YouTube videos, okay? But I feel like this was a bad idea. Well, guys, what do you think?
Not
only about this specific situation here, but this kind of say more power. This video, please leave it.
Yeah, like, comment, subscribe, share the video. I need to know, bro. Someone let me know in the comments, is bro still walking normal, or is he still wobbling? I'm gonna catch y'all niggas in the next one. I'm out.
I give me a check and I fuck it up. Yeah. Give me a check and I fuck it up. Yeah. Give me a check and I fuck it up. Give me a check.